What's good, people? I just came home from my wing foil session number 25 and yeah, thought it's time for a little update. So I'm still on the Hype 5.3 and here on the GONG Curve Pro XLT. It's still quite new, but I managed to completely scratch it, which I'm still kind of mad about. I just came home from holidays. I went to Rhodes for 11 days and unfortunately couldn't get it going for dog starting from the rocks. So yeah, that's where the scratch is coming from. It was quite shallow. Anyways, first impression back at home, the wind is like 5 times gustier. Today we had like 5 before to 7 before, so basically 15 knots in the base and knots up to 30 knots. So yeah, quite gusty, but still at least like those 15 knots as base wind makes it way easier. And the first thing which really changed over the last 13 sessions is like the getting up on the foil, and the basic pumping motion got 10 times easier. It's more like in union and yeah, feels way more efficient than before, so that's a good thing. And also I kind of got a hand about like carving with the foil, like especially with the big board. It's quite different from the kite foil and the pump foil, as there's so much more weight swinging around basically, but you kind of get a hand for it, how you can move it and how it wants to be moved. Yeah, I just fall. There's a lot of seaweed in the lake, so basically every 2 or 3 minutes I have to flip the foil over and get the seaweed out of the foil. It's quite insane. That doesn't take so much of seaweed on there to completely get it. I don't know if you can call it stalling, but it's like a break, and then you just fall off and have to clean it up again. Yeah, the basic pumping and going motion, the same as with my non-dominant foot. So here left foot forward goes way easier than before. I'm pretty glad about that. And you can't really see it so good, but my overall wing positioning got better. So the wing is more vertical. Both my arms are long, so I don't have to pull the power out of the biceps all the time. Biceps, it's more like the back. And I can watch through the window, which makes it way easier. And overall, I feel like the wing has way more power if you have it like in a vertical position than if you hold it like a kite, basically. One problem I do still have is the wingtips on the poles, 6 square meter. And I'm quite a big guy, I'm 196 centimeters. So if I have struggled with getting the tips in the water, I don't even want to know how it is for shorter ones. But you get used to it, it's quite okay. So for the tricks, kind of progress, I don't even know if it's if I'm able to call it tricks. But I was really trying to get the tacks with my non-dominant foot, so left foot forward, right foot forward. The tacks are easier and easier, as you can see here. Sometimes, like in this example, the ring doesn't go completely my direction, so I have to help it with the other hand, but it's getting better. And on the left side, I would say maybe 1 out of 3 works out right now. Not completely on the foil, like basically as this one you just saw. It's quite strange with the non-dominant foot, but very important for variety to do both sides. Especially I had the same thing when I learned it on the right foot forward when kite foiling, but I feel like the tack is more about leaning forward than leaning backwards. So you go in it completely leaning backwards, and then the moment you're going leeward, so completely upwind, you have to lean fully forward again to not fall over your backside. Yeah, that's a really hard thing. And then this trick, I don't even know how to call it. It's like the downwind 360 kind of with the ring in reverse. I used to try it on a longboard quite often, like 2-3 sessions on a longboard with the ring. And they are super easy, but as soon there's like a bit stronger wind, I completely fail. And on the last session before this one, I got it riding it out 1 time, and it's such a fun move if it works. It feels so wrong to have the wind, the ring, in the wrong direction basically. So that's a fun one, but also you fall quite hard, especially with those 7 before gusts. Like if the wing is in front of you and the gust comes, you have no control about it whatsoever. So yeah, that's not so easy. But with the left side forward tacks, I would say over like the past 10 sessions, I can really see like a strong progression there. They still feel super unstable, and yeah, just missed the handle there. It happens quite sometimes on the jibes. I didn't found a perfect way to do it yet. Anyway, left side forward tags. There's a strong progression, definitely, but still not where I want to have them, and I'm still pretty unstable, and that on a quite huge ring. This one has, so the foil ring has 2100 square centimeters, so it should be quite stable, and I haven't even tried it on a smaller one yet. So still quite some progress to be made on this one. Unfortunately, you can't really see the foot switch on this footage, but I think it's quite a funny feeling, because in kite foiling I'm used to do the foot switch like also on the straps, like one foot out, another foot in, but behind each other. And on the wing foil, which is probably due to like more swing weight, a heavier board, all that kind of thing, but I'm doing more of like a jump. Feels like yeah, both foot are in the air at the same time, and really feels like a small foot switch jump, and that's it's fun, real fun, because it's like a more playful way than on the kite foiling, I guess. And also you can redirection after it quite fast. And this one, it's still, I'm not getting on my dominant side, the tags, I can't write them out all the time, but it gets better and better, and most of the time it works. Yeah. So on this footage, like most of the tags are better than the jibes, but yeah, I don't complain. This general surfiness, kind of carving in and out, getting better too. Unfortunately, the chop on this lake is not really big enough to stay in the chop for longer than, I don't know, 3-4 seconds. But I'm still pretty glad it works for those few seconds. Better than no waves at all. And I'm really excited for my first time in bigger waves with the wing. So not excited for the shore break, but for further out to make like a small downwinder. I'm really up for that. And yeah, that's how far it goes. I'm still really excited about the winging. In holiday I tried to get it going on a 28 leaderboard, but there was no chance at all to start on a 28 leaderboard. So yeah, I'm excited to see how small of a board I can go on sooner or later. What you can see right there, I'm passing kind of the line where the wind disappears. I already had to swim out to get there, and something in between going upwind, not on the foil and swimming, but there's definitely no more wind. Getting back was kind of a pain in the ass. It took me like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. But yeah, still swimming back, definitely still worth it, even though I had to swim. So when I finally arrived back to shore, I was completely dehydrated. I had like 5 millimeters neoprene, but yeah, still definitely worth it. Hope you enjoyed it and could learn something.